Hey, you guys open? Nick!
Kadibi.
I didn't know you were going to be here. How you doing?
I told you. I told you I'm going to be here.
Well, I know, but I didn't know you were going to be like here. I thought.
Yeah, but I'm here. Prince Street, we're over here now.
This is outstanding.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, man.
You live here, right?
Yeah, Nashville. And I'll tell you
far?
what. I live 5 minutes from here, and I go to all the Preds games that I can. And I'll tell you what, that we have so needed some good pizza in Nashville. The food here, I love the people. I love the music. They think chicken sandwich is cuisine. So
that's what they're known for, right?
Yeah, spicy chicken.
What's this place?
Hattie B's. If you like spicy chicken, it's great. No offense to Hattie B's.
It's not fried chicken?
It's like a fried chicken sandwich.
Oh, yeah?
Spicy. It's really, I don't know. I came here, people were like, oh, I'll take you to my favorite fried chicken place. And I was like, all right. And I'm like,
you're
all right.
a New York, Long Island guy, so you know pizza.
You gotta have pizza.
Have you had Prince Street?
I have. I must say, I had it in New York, and it's world class.
What did you have? You had the spicy spring?
I didn't have the spicy spring. I go with the plain.
Yeah, me too, usually.
You know, just to see what it is.
But you got to try the spicy spring.
I've been hearing about it.
Yeah, because that's what made them famous.
You know what?
Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You came just in time.
So what's the strategy when you do a square? You think it's better to go corner or inland?
Go corner.
All right.
Go corner.
All right.
Try the pepperoni first. It's so good.
Oh, amazing. I might need a glass of Brunello. You guys have wine?
Well, we're getting beer.
You don't have the beer yet? What's going on?
We're almost there.
I thought you'd have Yingling coming out of every faucet, right?
He knows I'm a Yingling guy. We just worked together in Biloxi, Mississippi. We had a great time.
And now I know every restaurant that serves Yingling because that's the only thing Nick will take. So that's how we decided where to go.
Right. We had the good charbroiled oysters. What you think? What's your first? What's your first initial?
You know what? I really like it.
Like it?
I really like it.
Don't bend it. It's not like the regular slice.
That's the Long Island in me. You got to bend it so every.
I know, but this one, trust me, this one you just eat like this, like flat, like a flat baseball hat.
Very good, very good. Oh,
good, right?
Oh yeah, you're right by Broadway here. Have you guys gone to the music places much? I mean, it's like this is the best bar bands in America. Cover bands.
Right here.
Right here, like Kid Rock's is right there, which is unbelievable. There's like 20 bars right here that all spill out here at the end of the night. And you know, you come out, you've had a couple of drinks, you're like, I've never in my life heard somebody say, oh man, I'm kind of buzzed, I gotta find a chicken sandwich. It's never happened.
Right.
But if you roll out of the bar, you know, maybe you had one last screwball or something and you like, piece of pizza.
Right.
Here it is.
Beautiful, right?
It's outstanding.
All we need is a Yingling now. Maybe we'll get one tonight.
They gotta have it at this house.
He's a big baseball guy like me. Huge. He's a Red Sox fan. But you know, he hung out with me for a month. I started having an effect on him, right?
Nick's converting me.
Tell that story a little bit.
Nick's converting me. My brother is a huge Yankees fan. And so I've been going to Yankee Stadium, original Yankee Stadium, since I was a little kid.
Salute.
So we play wiffle ball.
Let me get a napkin.
We play wiffle ball in the backyard. And
keep talking.
My brother would be a Yankee fan. Being a Yankee fan, he would do the whole lineup in wiffle ball, and you got to bat the way, you know, Willie Randolph's up. You got to do his stance. Now you got Mattingly, and I would go through, and I do Yaz and Dwight Evans and all that, and we would play just endlessly.
Is that how you became a Red Sox fan?
No, I became a Red Sox fan
because
he's from Long Island, like 20 minutes from my hometown.
All right.
And I was a little kid in '67.
Where's that? Northport?
No, Northport's towards the city. He's from Bridgehampton, and I'm from Shoreham. So it's
Shoreham?
Shoreham. So it's like
Suffolk County?
Suffolk County. Exit 67.
Right here.
It's bait. I'm trying to catch an Italian girl.
He's got these corny jokes, this guy.
That's what I'm just trying to help.
It's all right. Is that a dad joke? We just had a hockey player. He came out with this dad joke.
It's more of a stepdad joke, like kind of a creepy stepdad, you know.
Creepy stepdad?
Creepy stepdad joke, yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, dad joke is rated G. Creepy stepdad starts at PG-13 and goes worse.
Okay. See, now that's good. That actually made me laugh. So let's get back to the Red Sox. So.
Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to cross over. I'm ready to cross over.
Did I help with that?
You're the only reason.
That is kind of sacrilegious. I don't like to convert a Red Sox fan to a Yankee fan, but I mean, you are from Long Island.
Well, here's my problem. Mike Yastrzemski, grandson of Carl.
Right.
I met him. He lives here in Nashville, played Vanderbilt. He was a free agent, and the Red Sox didn't sign him. How did they not sign him? So he signed with the Braves. He's having a great year. Braves may win it all if they can get by the Yankees. But, you know, that was one of the last straws for me. The first straw was Ben Affleck sitting next to J-Lo with the pink Red Sox hat. I think J-Lo invented the pink Red Sox hat. That was the first sacrilege.
Right.
I know every team does it now, but it's like, come on. Don't sit up front and wear some kind of modified...
When did you become a Red Sox? In the 70s? 80s?
60s.
Or 60s?
I'm old, man. Yeah,
So
60s.
am I.
Yeah.
So you remember the 75 World Series, right?
That was the first time my parents let me stay up late.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was 14 years old, I guess. And those games were, in the East Coast, they went until 12:30, 1 in the morning. So,
Yeah. Game 6 was the
that was crazy.
incredible, right?
Bernie Carbo never gets enough credit.
Bernie Carbo.
2 pinch hit, 3-run homers in that series, and nobody ever says his name.
And nobody talks about it.
It's always Fisk. It's always,
And an ex-Red, too.
Yeah. So
Who threw the pitch to Bernie Carbo? Do you remember what Red? That's a good question.
that's a great question.
I'm trying to remember.
Remember that sidearm reliever they had? Not Kent Tekulve from the Pirates, but the Reds had a sidearm guy too. I don't remember.
Was it lefty or righty?
A righty.
It was a righty. Well, I remember their closer. Was it Raleigh Eastwick?
Raleigh Eastwick and Don Gullett was one of their
He was
starters.
a starter who became a Yankee.
Yep.
Yeah. They
I got his autograph when we did 8 Men Out. Don Gullett.
Oh, Gullett?
Yeah, I got amazing autographs. We did a bunch of screenings around ballparks and with all these legends. And
DB's in one of my favorite baseball movies, 8 Men Out. Played Shoeless Joe Jackson.
it was great. What a great crew we had.
Was Shoeless Joe a lefty or a righty?
He was a lefty, so I learned to hit lefty to do that movie.
Oh, because you were a righty.
I was a righty.
You played baseball, you were a righty.
I played baseball. I was an outfielder, played righty. So
How well did you hit lefty? Did you?
I got it pretty good after a while.
Yeah?
But I learned I had more power lefty because I found out during the shooting of that movie that I was right-eye dominant. Do you know how to do this? You know which dominant eye you are? You hit righty, right?
Yeah.
So you should
But
be,
I love lefty.
But you should be, if you're a right-hand hitter, you should be left-eye dominant. And the way you figure it out is you make a hole like this, put something in the distance like that with both eyes open, and then when you close your eye, the eye that it stays where you still see the thing you centered on,
right.
That's your dominant eye. So I found out I was right-eye dominant, so I always should have been a righty so that that eye's closer to the pitcher. Lefty, sorry. Because you're looking across your nose. Otherwise, if I'm with my right eye, I'm looking. That's not as advantageous as this eye being closer to the pitcher and unobstructed by the bridge of your nose.
Right.
So that was what I learned. But I never had the same consistency lefty that I had righty, but I could hit it further. So
did you model your swing after Shoeless Joe, or?
I did, and at that, there's been some video that's been discovered recently that wasn't available in 1989, which the legend was that Babe Ruth copied his swing. That was the legend. So there was a lot of that in those days where guys, they'd kind of run up into the ball. And even Babe Ruth has a little bit of that where he kind of runs through it a little bit.
What was Shoeless Joe like? Can you still do it?
Well, there's not a lot of video of him. But no, his swing, I tried to modify it a little bit. I put a little bit of Fred Lynn in because I thought Fred Lynn had one of the smoothest swings.
Beautiful.
And so I didn't want to imitate Babe Ruth because then people would be like, that they wouldn't know the story that Babe Ruth copied him.
Right.
And also, Shoeless Joe Jackson hit a lot more triples than Babe Ruth. So he was an all-fields hitter. So, but the biggest problem for me was, Charlie Lau was the big hitting coach in the 70s
Right.
and 80s, mostly with
Royals,
the Red Sox,
yeah.
the Royals, and he had a lot of this taking the hand off.
Yeah, the handoff.
So that was the hardest thing for me because that's how I hit righty. I would take my hand off sometimes.
You were taking your hand off in the movie, I remember.
One take, it was an accident, and I was tired, and I said to John Sayles, please don't use that take. But of course, it was a oneer, and he ended up using it. But
You told him that?
I did. Yeah, I said, can we do it again? He's like, we have no time. So.
Where were you guys shooting that movie?
Indianapolis, a place called Busch Stadium, which was the Expos AAA team at the time.
Oh.
And now it's a racetrack. I think it's a sprint cars.
Right.
So this is awesome. My goodness.
Glad you like it. Don't fold it, just flat.
No, man,
I told you, just flat like
you
this.
can't teach an old dog.
You could always learn. Crazy cast, too. Name that
Yeah.
cast. Oh, my God.
Charlie Sheen, John Cusack, Michael Rooker.
Charlie Sheen playing who? Who did he play?
He played Hap Felsch. I'll tell you a funny story. Like, we did this movie, No Man's Land, before 8 Men Out for Orion Studios. He and I became friends.
You and Charlie?
Me and Charlie, yeah. It's a
He was
stolen.
a
Sorry.
good baseball player, right?
Played a little in high school. Yeah, he could do it. And anyway, so I went off to learn to hit left-handed. He goes off to make the movie Wall Street. I'm living in New York City. We meet at McSorley's Ale House, and we'd thrown the baseball a little bit on the set of No Man's Land. So I said, hey, Charlie, and John Sayles had said, can you get some other Hollywood guys to be in the movie? So I said, hey, Charlie, I'm doing this movie about the 1919 White Sox World Series. Let's be in this movie together. I'll be the left fielder. You'll be the center fielder. I didn't tell him that I was Shoeless Joe Jackson and he was Joe Blow. So he shows up in Indianapolis. He had never read the script. And he comes in and he's sitting in the bar, and he always had a baseball hat on and a cigarette. I come into the hotel bar, and he's reading the script for the first time. And he looks up and he goes, Dave, I'm on page 47. I haven't had a line. Where's my part? Where's my part? And so I said, Charlie, it's not a big role, but it's a very good role. Keep reading. And so I thought he would quit and go home, but to his credit, he stuck around. They added some scenes for him, and he was having the time of his life because he loves baseball.
And then Cusack was playing the shortstop or something.
Third baseman, Buck Weaver.
Buck, yeah.
The supposedly innocent guy, along with Shoeless Joe.
Then you had David Strathairn, and he was the pitcher.
David Strathairn, and David started figuring out how to throw a knuckleball. It was pretty impressive.
Was he?
Yeah, David's a very good athlete.
Really good actor.
Yeah, very good actor. We had
my friend Gordy Clapp was in.
Gordy Clapp played our catcher.
Yeah.
And Gordy hadn't played a lot of baseball, so he was learning on the go.
You also had the guy from Chicago. What was his name?
Don Harvey, Michael Rooker.
Rooker. Yeah.
Michael Rooker was one of his early parts.
Yeah.
And John Mahoney was our manager.
Mahoney was the manager.
Yeah. Christopher Lloyd was one of the gamblers.
Christopher Lloyd. Who was the other guy who was in Do the Right Thing with John? Weird-looking guy.
Richard Edson.
Edson.
He was great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and then we had John Sayles was in it. We had Studs Terkel was in it.
Studs Terkel.
So it was great. It was up and down. We had just great people.
What year was that?
88 we filmed it.
88?
Or maybe we filmed it in 87. It came out in 88. One of those two.
It was critically acclaimed, right?
Yeah, very much.
Did it get nominated for anything?
I don't think so. I think at that time, Hollywood didn't really get baseball movies yet.
Right.
And also, Bull Durham came out right before us, and I think that was sort of like everybody's, in that moment, their favorite baseball movie, which is a very good movie.
It's a good movie, but to me, I like 8 Men Out better. There's just something about that movie. I don't know, even though it had a lot of known guys, it wasn't like, it had good chemistry, and it was just
it's very authentic.
Yeah, and he was a good filmmaker, that guy, Sayles. He made a slew of movies, then I don't know what happened. Did he just kind of...
I think he just didn't want to deal with Hollywood studio system or any of that stuff, He
was truly independent, right?
Very independent, and then if the movies don't make money, the investors dry up.
Yeah, we just both worked with a, iconic legend, great TV star and movie star, John Travolta. I loved him. What did you think of him?
I loved him too. I remember the first day we did that scene, we were eating hot dogs.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting right next to him, and I had a lot of lines. It was our first day. I just met him. And I remember after we did the first take, I'm looking at him, and I work with a lot of people like you have, and I don't usually get rattled, but I was thinking, that's John friggin' Travolta right there.
I know.
He's been famous for 50 years.
And that was the first scene. You had a lot of dialogue in the movie.
And I said to John after the take, because I felt like I was very obvious that I was flustered, even though I'm sure it wasn't. And I said, hey man, you got to forgive me. I've been looking at your face on a big screen for a long time. And he was so sweet about it. He was great about everything. He had a great work ethic.
He couldn't have been nicer, right?
He was terrific. And all his ideas, I've been around all the movie stars, remain nameless, and they always have ideas, and most of them are not good.
Right.
It's just about their character. But John was always saying something that was making the scene a little better.
A little better, yeah. And he seemed like if you had an idea, he was on your side.
Right. Let's try it.
He goes, I think what, DB's trying to say, I think what Nick is trying to say, I had a funny, weird line for ordering a hot dog. When I said, this sounds funny saying it that way. And he was always like,
Yeah, let's smooth it out. Let's figure out a better way.
Champion, Yeah, you're right, but just looking at him, you're like, oh my God, it's Travolta.
Yeah, I know, Vinnie Barbarino, right?
I know.
He's been famous for 50 years,
Manero,
right?
And it's so nice.
So great.
I went to see his movie that he directed.
The Airplane movie.
I
haven't
loved
seen it yet. Was it good?
Loved it. Yeah, it's very nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's only like an hour. My grandson loved it.
Really?
And some of the guys from the movie came, and he was just...
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's on Apple.
Yeah.
It's called Propeller.
Yeah.
So, you never know who you're going to work with. I knew you for a long time. This is the first time we ever worked together.
Yeah.
Hung out.
We didn't really have any scenes on another thing. But it's really. I tell my friends did you have a good time on That's More? And I was like, it was awesome. I got to be friends with Nick. I got to hang out with Chaz Palminteri and Travolta. It's great to.
We had a great time just hanging out, right?
I know. Everybody went out after each day, which does not always happen, as you know.
It's true.
Usually everybody scatters, or this one doesn't like that one, and we got to keep them apart, and all that jibber jabber. And it's nice that everybody was enjoying being together.
I know, because you don't always have that experience.
No, it's
You know?
a tribute to Nick Vallelonga, the director. I mean,
Yes.
he brought in a lot of people that were user-friendly and talented. And so,
yeah, Nick's a good dude.
yeah, I'm really rooting for him if this works out as
I
good as
hope
Green
so.
Book.
Yeah, because, I mean, Travolta he can carry it.
Yeah, and when he sings and dances, people lose their mind.
Oh, wasn't that something?
I mean, I'm watching him off camera and I'm like, I'd buy the ticket for this. I mean, this is really good. And Mira Sorvino, so good, so.
Yeah, he's got it.
This one's gonna play big on the Boot Island over there in Europe, I think. I mean, it's got all your people in it.
Yeah.
And
Let's hope. I mean,
me and Fichtner are the only non-Italians in the whole movie. I
Oh my
think,
God,
right?
Bill Fichtner.
Yeah.
Well, another great guy.
Yeah, good guy, really good guy.
I was in The Longest Yard with him, but we never worked together, and just such a nice guy.
Yeah, and he's worked with everybody. He's been in so many great movies. So.
Buffalo, New York.
Oh,
He's got that whole Buffalo thing.
Did you see he rang the alarm for one of the playoff games?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Well, he's a
great.
big hockey guy like you.
Yeah.
So who's your hockey team?
Rangers. Everything else I'm Rangers. Rangers, Knicks, and the Giants. So I should be a Yankee fan by rights because that's how it lines up.
Right.
If you're Jets, you're Mets. It's weird.
So you weren't an Islander fan?
No. All my friends were growing up in Long Island. I just liked the Rangers. I just liked the jersey.
You skate, right?
I do. Yeah, I learned to skate when I did that movie, The Cutting Edge.
Okay, because my partner in crime says he played hockey against you.
Yeah, we used to play out in L.A. and Jerry Bruckheimer was kind of hosted the skate. And it was really funny because, obviously Jerry's one of the biggest producers in the world, and you have a lot of aspiring actors and writers. And I remember this one goalie, Joe Kelly. I'm not going to leave him nameless. So anyway, Joe Kelly be the goalie. He was a good goalie. Jerry Bruckheimer would get the puck. Guys would be falling out of the way, let him come through and score. Joe Kelly, really good goalie. All of a sudden, he goes like this. When Bruckheimer's got the puck, through it goes,
through?
Yeah, it was just funny. It was like the only time I ever heard a similar story. Chris Chelios is my buddy. He told me that he played a game in Russia with what's his name, Putin, who's likes to play hockey, and it was all like Russian superstar hockey players, and everybody's afraid to touch them or check them or anything because they might get thrown in a dumpster, So Putin scored like 7 goals, and Pavel Bure had 1. It's just kind of funny, but it was like that playing with Bruckheimer, right? I mean, it was like, it was a great skate though. We had in the summers we'd have like Sidney Crosby came and played with us when he was 14 years old.
Nice.
And we were all like, holy crap, that guy's already as good as almost anybody you watch on TV. Yeah. 14 years old, and a lot of the pros. Rob Blake would play with us, and Luke Robitaille, and it was just really, it was great. And Jerry's a great guy too. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw him under the bus too hard.
No, you didn't. I mean, so how long did you skate for? I mean,
we'd skate on Monday night. Oh, you mean for the movie?
Yeah.
I learned. They gave me. They hired me because the 8 Men Out, they knew I could play baseball, and they were like, well, he's athletic. They rented a rink out in New York City that's not there anymore called Sky Rink. And it was 3 months, and they gave Moira Kelly and I, they said, hey, do whatever you can, get as good as you can. And I was like, and they were paying me $2,000 a week per diem, which I was like, that makes me a pro hockey player. So I'm just going to go to the rink every day. Per diem?
Wow.
And so
is that a studio movie?
Yeah, MGM. So, and that was one of those moments where, flavor of the month, I could make a good deal, and so.
Right.
But anyway, Moira was awesome. She's from Long Island also.
Moira Kelly?
Moira Kelly, yeah. And she didn't know how to skate, so we had this rink every day from 9 to 12. And so she's coming in on the train, and I'm coming down I was living at 9th Avenue and 38th Street, or at that time, no, I was living in the Village at that point, down by Christopher Street, 7th Avenue. And so, anyway, so I had a much shorter commute. She's coming from Long Island. She would still beat me to the rink some days. And so we would compete, see who could get there earlier, just like in the movie. And we just built this camaraderie where we were like, let's see how much we can start skating. And by the end of the training, the last 3 weeks, some days I would skate 6-7 hours, not in straight. You'd take the skates off, but I talked to some of my friends, pro hockey players, and they're like, I've never skated 7 hours in my life. Like, they just skated their whole life,
Right.
But you do anything for 3 months, you can get pretty competent. But I never got any hands out of the deal. I got to be a pretty good skater, but the hand connection to the stick, that's what takes, the lifetime of application, I think.
Wow, that's great. How'd you wind up in Nashville?
My kids were here. My son was a senior at Alabama, and my daughter was a freshman at Belmont here in Nashville. And I was like, I just want to be near my kids. So I said, Alabama's 2 hours down the road, 2.5 hours down the road, and my daughter's 3 blocks away. So I just want to be right near them.
You like it here?
I do. The people are great. And my theory about that is that you go to church on Sunday, every church is loaded. And then when you get out of the church, everybody's armed. So everybody's God-fearing and armed. So that's a good combination for politeness.
Yeah. You're not armed, are you?
I mean, I just have mad skills. Like, I could take out, I could get right into your brain with my middle finger right now, with my Jeet Kune DB Do.
What's your favorite 5 ballparks?
Well, I got to tell you this one first as a Yankee fan. I was there on July 4th, 1984, doubleheader. Dave Righetti, no hits the Red Sox.
On July 4th.
I was there. Yeah, that was great.
It wasn't a doubleheader.
It was a doubleheader.
I don't think it was.
All right, well.
But it was July 4th.
Let us know in the notes.
Yeah. Who did he strike out?
Well,
to finish the game.
No, I'm going to have to be.
I'm pretty sure it's a famous Red Sox.
I'm going to have to be guessing. It's got to be Yaz, right?
No.
Wade Boggs is
Boggs.
not. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Yeah.
What other? Fenway, of course, right?
Fenway's great.
Fenway's magical.
Yeah. So the first movie I made was Gardens of Stone in 1986. I made like 20 grand on the whole movie, and that was obviously the Red Sox run.
That's Coppola, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So he worked with Coppola. He's worked with.
2 times with Coppola, 2 times with Spike, who, the way we were talking about John Travolta reminds me of Spike a little bit because he's very collaborative.
What'd you do with Spike? 25th Hour?
I did Miracle at St. Anna in Italy, which was an amazing experience being in Italy.
Okay.
And then I did Chirac. I played the mayor of Chicago.
Oh, so, Chirac, yeah.
And Ilfinish, who's Denzel's wife in Higher and Lower, was my wife in Chirac. That's where Spike discovered her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was great. Anyway, I wish I was in 2 of Spike's more highly regarded movies because he's such a great filmmaker. Those 2 movies misfired a little, but not because of me, Spike.
No, I'm not blaming you.
No, I know. Just in case anybody wanted.
Fenway Yankee Stadium.
So Fenway.
What's the other 3 stadiums that stand out to you?
Well, I mean, Wrigley's pretty great. I mean, I was living in Chicago during their run, and that was pretty great. I think some of the smartest baseball fans are in St. Louis. Like, they just know the game, they know their team, they're respectful, but they're appreciative. So I really like that. I remember when in the beginning when Seattle first opened up their Dome Stadium.
Kingdome?
The Kingdome. They were the first stadium, as I remember, that had like the fancy, they had like sushi, and they had like this salmon, grilled salmon on a cedar plank, that you could get out in the outfield. And it's like, wait, where's my, I'm used to having a hot dog. And now I got salmon on a plank. And I think that's everywhere now, where you go to a ballpark.
The Fenway Frank is pretty good.
It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. That bun is iconic, right?
That like white bread or something.
Yeah, it's like folded over Wonder Bread.
Shit.
Yeah.
I actually got to throw a ball out at Fenway, Yankee Red Sox game.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I threw a great pitch that one, but I threw a good one at the Kingdome.
Oh, okay. I did it at Fenway too.
But you get nervous when you go out there.
100%.
If you don't warm up your arm.
Well, I took a ball. I had done it at a White Sox game, and I threw it to Mark Burley. And I was out with a bunch of White Sox the night before. Paul Konerko, great guys. And they were like, hey, you're Shoeless Joe Jackson. You got to go out there with no shoes on.
Right.
And I fell for it. So when I threw out the ball at White Sox Park, it was a Cubs-White Sox game. And there was like 40,000.
The modern White Sox Park?
The guaranteed rate. And so I have no shoes on. And all of a sudden, I've done theater. I've done...
No shoes?
Because of Shoeless Joe. They were like, you got to... So that was a dumb idea. So anyway, I loaded up the pitch and I threw it to Burley. And Burley's like 6'5". And everybody said, don't bounce it or they'll boo you. So I airmailed it a little bit.
From the mound?
From the mound, yeah. So, but Burley went up and got it. So at least...
Saved face
I almost threw it in the screen. Yeah. But, but at least I didn't bounce it.
So you did 2 movies with Coppola. You did Gardens of Stone with James Caan.
Yeah.
Which must have been fun.
Well, it wasn't.
Did you get to work with Jimmy Caan?
Every day. We were, not almost every day.
How was he?
He was, he was dealing with a drug problem a little bit. And Francis's son, Gio, was killed in a boating accident in the first week of filming. So we're shooting the movie in Arlington National Cemetery. I'm playing kind of the son who dies in the movie, and his son has just died. It was very sad. I think had that not transpired, the movie would have been a lot more upbeat. And so it was just the filming and the result. But then we got together on Megalopolis, 2.5 years ago.
A lot of chatter on that.
Oh, yeah, after 36 years, to be reunited with Francis was really a joy for me.
Right.
And his other son, Roman, was there. And
how was that movie? I haven't seen it.
You got to see it. It's one of those
ones.
Is
it worth watching?
100%. It's Coppola. You got to just respect the bet.
I do.
But here's the thing. He bet $150 million of his own money to make the movie he wanted to make. Like, he could have made the movie with Netflix or Amazon or somebody for half of that or whatever, but he wanted to make this movie this way. And he's the guy who directed The Godfather, Godfather 2. He's directed 4 or 5 of the top 20 movies of all time. So he wants to make another movie. He could keep making Godfather and mafia movies his whole life. He could make Vietnam movies, but he's an artist.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so the movie is all over the place, but very much worth seeing. Very much.
Tell me about Shia. Shia LaBeouf.
Jeez.
A lot of people talk about Coppola and Shia LaBeouf. I've seen footage of it. Was it combative or what?
Yeah, I mean, Shia, we had a week of rehearsal, which was really unusual in this day and age. And then the shoot was like 4.5 months. So I was around him a lot, both of them, obviously. And, in rehearsal, the first day of rehearsal, I was like, I kind of said to myself, if I get through a week of rehearsal with this guy without giving a smack, it's going to be a miracle.
Really?
Yeah, because he's very...
What is it?
His process is like, he's very, like my Jewish friends say, he's a nudge. He's a nudgy. He's just... every second, and it's like it's a long day. You got to give people a little room,
right.
And he's nudging Francis, and he's this, and he's got an idea about everything, and it never stopped. And the sad part of it for me is that I think he's one of the most talented actors I've ever seen, and so he gets in his own way. It's just like do the part, man. Just do.
Right.
And Francis has put $150 million of his own money up. He wants you to do it this way. Just do it this way, and then once you've done it this way, Francis will say, "You want to do another one?" But he would not do it Francis's way. It's like this guy
constantly,
and it just was like, I didn't want to get in the middle and engage or whatever because he
really talented guy,
really talented, but man, impossible unless you're ready to just let him make his own movie and do his own performance and you just turn the camera on,
right? Which
I guess that's what he wants, but. That's not our job. I mean, if I'm in a scene with you and I want to do something that's just going to run you over like a steamroller, well, you shouldn't put up with that, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, we should be working together.
Yeah, find a third way, not just my way or your way, right?
Something that works for both of us.
Right, and the director, right?
But he's very smart, right? I mean,
super smart.
Super smart.
Yeah, he wasn't saying things that were crazy. It was just, you got to have one director. You got to have one guy. So anyway, I hope he figures it out.
Listen, I hope so too. I mean, my brother worked with him on Transfer, liked him.
Yeah.
And he's a complicated kid. I mean, he made that movie, directed that movie about his childhood, his crazy father, and.
We went around the table the first day, and it was like, introduce yourself, and he was like, hi, I'm Shia. I grew up in California. My dad was a drug dealer. My mom was an artist.
Yeah.
And here I am. And it was like, okay, that's a funny line, but he's sort of saying up front, there's going to be some chaos.
Yeah.
So, but
well, I pray for him.
Me too.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, he's a big talent.
Listen, man, you like the pizza?
Well, I wanted to say, do I get to take the rest of it with me?
It's for you, buddy.
Oh my God.
All right.
This is going to be in my refrigerator. It's going to be like the Fort Knox of pizza.
And now you can come here anytime.
Oh, I'm going to bring everybody here.
Bring everybody.
This is great. Oh, I mean, I really recommend it. It's really, really terrific pizza. Congratulations on solving it for Nashville.
I mean, I'm only a
No, I get
small
it.
component.
You and your partners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.